Hello and welcome to part two of my presentation. I applaud you for sticking around. If you didn't, I understand that as well. So standard guidelines and ethics, I just want to go through the rest of these slides as quickly as possible to sort of sum up the rest of this presentation. The diversity of evaluation styles makes it difficult to adopt specific standards because different groups may consider different practices to contradict each other. So there are the American ANSI and the Joint Committee for Standards publish the program evaluation standards. They cover a wide variety of topics, dealing with human subjects, analysis of quantitative, qualitative data. The American Evaluation Association adopted guiding principles for evaluators. They set out these following 5 general principles: systematic inquiry, competence, integrity, honesty, respect for people, and responsibilities for general public welfare. The text does a pretty good job of explaining these in further detail on page 406 and 410, just to give you sort of a more comprehensive understanding of each of those components of that guiding principles. Again, back to utilization of the evaluation results. They must be judged by the utility of the evaluations because that's really the worth of them and to determine whether or not they are effective. So direct utilization, this is the one most desirable from the evaluator point of view, because then the actual the findings of the decision makers, or the findings of the evaluation, are used by the decision makers and the stakeholders. Conceptual utilization refers more to evaluations influencing thinking, so on sort of a general scale. And then persuasive evaluation takes the evaluation results and uses them to support or refute political positions. So they're actually persuading stakeholders and people to do certain things based on those evaluation results, often pretty popular in the political arena. And then variables affecting these utilization relevance, are they relevant to the stakeholder group? Communications between research and users, that kind of goes back to the dissemination piece. Information processing by users, again, is it understandable? Plausibility of research results and user involvement or advocacy. And then guidelines for maximizing utilization. So again, they're only worthwhile if they're used. So they must understand the cognitive styles of decision makers. So again, understanding your populations. Evaluation results must be timely and available when needed. And it goes back to, can I do this in the right amount of time? Evaluations must respect stakeholders' program commitments. And utilization and dissemination plans should be part of the evaluation design. That's something to be planned for ahead of time to make sure that we're going to be able to get the information out to the stakeholders in a way that they can understand, in a way that it's timely. And then there should be an assessment of that utilization pattern. Again, these are in more detail on page 416 to give you a more thorough understanding of how that would be implemented. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time and sticking through both parts of my presentation.